I'm Ashley.
And I'm Tim.
And we're late to the party.
And we are here for the Friday Schmoedown again.
Yes, we have Jonathan Voytko versus Stacy Howard.
Doubleheader.
And then we've got Scott Mantz versus Rudnick.
And it's been a while since we've seen Mantz compete in the singles. You know, I think the last time we saw him was probably a Roca match. I don't even know.
Against his boy Roca.
Yeah. I think it
Mantz
was
and Roca
too.
Was it?
Well, yeah, but even the singles, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So this is a nice little matchup we have here. And, you know, we haven't seen Rudnick really do the best in his Schmoedown appearances, but you know, if you watch Screen Junkies, I mean, he knows his stuff. It's not just, as Ken said on Inside Schmoedown this week, you know, it's not just a fluke that he's on these shows. He does have some knowledge, so, you know, when can we possibly see that? So
So hashtag who you got.
Yeah,
who you got?
Hashtag.
For the first one, I think I'm gonna go with Stacy. Girl power, yeah. Get it done, Stacy.
I'm gonna go Jonathan Voytko. I still am feeling. I know the Tough Beats are kind of going a little underwater here, but I'm still a Tough Beats fan, so I'm gonna go with Jonathan Voytko.
I think Jonathan Voytko is the strength of Tough Beats. As much as I love Perry, I think I'm gonna go with Voytko as well. I think he's gonna edge it out. However, I think Howard is gonna win in terms of the costume and entrance.
Yeah. Howard is definitely who I'm pulling for. Just partly because she definitely does have the edge out when it comes to, like, I think the passion of the movies. Like, you could tell that these were something that were near dear to her heart. I mean, she wasn't even on the stage yet, but yet she was throwing out quotes nonstop from Roger Rabbit while she was dressed up as Jessica at the free-for-all. Like, she was basically just talking like Jessica Rabbit the whole time. So there is that level of passion that comes with being just a geeky, nerdy movie lover. So I'm going to have to go with Stacy.
You know, plus she, you know, her partner, Brienne, is now venturing off into the singles. So maybe she can use this as, you know, a way to make a name for herself. You know, Brienne's making a name for herself.
Right.
Maybe this is her chance to make a name for herself as well with this first match.
Well, we shall see with the first match. We're going to break it up into two, and we'll give you a little bit of insight in between the two matches. So we are going to watch the battle of Stacy Howard versus Voytko?
Jonathan Voytko.
Voytko?
Voytko. Some vodka.
What? John Hopper the thing. John Hopper the answer. Jody Foster's.
It's like
Hi there.
Hey, Stacy.
What's going on? Just studying, you know, for the Schmoedown.
Studying is overrated, you know.
I mean, all the people.
I don't know. I think you might have more fun if you don't study. If you don't study and you come and join us. Because a certain someone is a little intense about her studying. And I'm not really liking her attitude right now.
You don't mean
I think we're talking about Miss Movies.
my Miss Movies?
Look, I got a lot of respect for 6 Degrees. You guys are an amazing team. And Brienne is pretty great. But Miss Movies, she's taking a turn for the worst.
I like the music.
I know, I was just gonna
You
say.
don't have a match there. I feel like you have a better match with someone like us. Puppies.
What? They're gonna
You
form an
can have that.
alliance?
I mean,
Faction?
I've been called the hip-hop Reba McEntire of my time.
So you know what? I'm
AJ
pretty sure
Ferguson?
This is the start of the Tough Beats faction, no?
Ooh, called it.
Me.
Nailed it.
I don't know, you guys. I'm torn. I mean, my loyalty for my friend and my teammate, but a new faction joining? This is...
So they're even going to have a match?
Don't do it.
Versus a lot of fun, no studying and rapping.
Oh,
I think that's a pretty easy decision.
I don't know, you guys. This is a lot to think about. I'm just focused on my match right now. I'm just trying to study and prepare and put my best self forward. Can I give you guys an answer after the match?
You know what? Absolutely.
Okay.
And you know what? Win or lose, you're a winner to me.
Aw, that's so nice.
I'll get back to you.
Stay nice.
Okay.
Hashtag stay nice.
What would Deputy Dewey do?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe they're trying to get in her head, though.
Just got a lot to think about.
I wonder what new posters Brett was hanging in Christian's office.
Don't do it, Stacy.
I say do it.
Don't do it.
Oh, that's a sweet shirt. I like
Pretty
it.
nice shirt.
I like it.
Voytko's is nice, too.
Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown. We've got a
Piss boss.
doubleheader today as Scott Mantz and Hal Rudnick go head to head, and we have another match. But joining me today and naps on.
I thought this was my lunch break, but I got sat down at this table and no waitress came, so I'm here. Christian, I'm going to stick around.
This isn't the Yard
I'm very
House.
happy you are
There's
here
R2D2.
because not only have you been just a presence here on the table with me and being as
I'm
grouchy,
trying to lose weight.
You're doing so good, right in front of us. But what I will also say is that you've become a competitor. And a good competitor. You and your teammate, Rachel Cushing, having a great match. Some may say one of the best team matches of all time against Team Action.
Right, my heart doctor didn't agree. He said it was bad for me, but the match was great. I love those Team Action boys. They got some attitude, but they got some skills, and Rachel and I are happy to move forward and go on our path towards the Patriots.
Well, other paths are going to be made today as we have some, not newcomers, we have some old pros in Mantz and Rudnick who both haven't had the greatest starts. Mantz, of course, started out beating the former champion John Roque. He's 1-2. Hal Rudnick has not won a singles match yet, but they're big personalities. Real quick before we get to our undercard, who you got now?
Who do I got?
Who you got?
I like that
Who you
hashtag.
got? Who you got?
Who you got?
In that big main event match, Christian, you trying to put me on the spot?
Put you on the spot.
I'll tell you who I got.
Yes! Scott Mantz, yeah.
Scott
Mantz, if he can stay focused, he's not going to have Inman to balance him out, but we will see what's going to happen. Now, we get to our undercard match, which it is going to be, once again, between two competitors who have made their names in the team division. You've got Jonathan, the Vulture Voytko, who really came out of the gate hard with tough beats and looked like he was just going to be the next best thing, and he's had a couple stumbles since then.
Right. Sometimes he came out from the shadows. He's a behind-the-scenes person, and he came out of that spotlight, and it was a bright light, and he took to it, and then he stumbled, and you had to wonder if a layer of confidence was starting to erode. But this is about him finding himself in this moment. Can he do that?
We're going to find out what he's going to do in singles because he was in the free-for-all, and he did pretty well for himself there.
That's
he
a good
stayed
point.
in there for a while before he
I know that guy.
got knocked out. And he
My opponent right there.
He impressed me there, and I know he impressed a lot of the fans. And now Stacy Howard. The question, there's a lot of questions around Stacy Howard. The first being whether or not she is also going to be able to succeed in singles. We've seen her, she do pretty well in teams with 6 Degrees, and the question is, what the hell is going on with 6 Degrees right now?
Miss Movies or Brianne Chandler, I don't know who's who now. That almost feels like two people.
It's like Eminem and Marshall Mathers.
I love the new attitude, but sometimes you have to question it. Where's it going? She's got Jay Washington in her corner. I love Jay, but Jay brings a certain edge that was different to what the 6 Degrees has put forward. So is Stacy on the same page as Miss Movies?
Well, as we saw in the beginning of this match, it looked Tough Beats has extended an invite to Stacy Howard to join their team, to leave 6 Degrees and kind of stay on the path of the light. And Stacy Howard is going to make a decision. We're going to find out exactly what she's going to do, but we need to find out what these two competitors are going to do right now. And here we go.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to compete today. I mean, you know, I've done team matches. I've been with my partner in crime, my co-host Brianne, Miss Movies for so long, but the free-for-all, it got me really excited to be in a singles match. I'm excited to prove myself today on my own.
When I first entered the Schmoedown, I came in with my partner Perry in Tough Beats, and I love that team. I do everything for that team, and Perry came out, she showed a lot of courage, she took on Brianne, didn't go the way she wanted to go, and I'm here to make things right.
Me and Brianne were co-hosts, but we're not the same person. You know, we have different personalities, we want to do different things, so just because she's going to go one way doesn't mean I'm going to go the same way. You know, I'm my own person, my own competitor.
It is kind of a debut, although I did make a debut in the free-for-all. I think I had a pretty good run there. It's given me a lot of confidence, and I'm pretty happy about this match coming up. I think I'm going to do pretty good.
My friend and Brianne, I would love to go along with her, but Tough Beats, they're awesome people. They're so sweet. I was so honored to be asked to join them, so I don't know, I have a tough decision after the match today. We'll see.
Stacy, like I said before, I have a lot of respect for you in 6 Degrees, but you guys smeared Tough Beats, you guys smeared Perry, and now I'm coming for you.
Jonathan, good luck the match today. I'm really honored to go against you. I think you're going to do well as me, so I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be a great time anyway.
Friends.
A lot of nice words between the two of them, both Jonathan and Stacy, want to make a name for themselves in the singles league.
Making a name for yourself is very important in Schmoedown, walks of life. This is a key moment for both these two fighters.
I'm ready to go. Kenny, you ready to go?
I'm gonna say yes because the show has to go on.
You want to do tail of the tape, or should we just skip it?
I have a little bit of
What do
tail
you
of the
got?
tape. I interviewed both these fighters before the game in an alley out by a dumpster behind Collider Studios. It wasn't odd at all.
Seen that dumpster.
Jonathan's skills
So
are
we put
comic
that
book movies,
cockroach?
directors, and funky dances. He demonstrated one for me. Burbank PD told us to stop. Stacy Howard, her strengths are animated movies, musicals, and sassing it up, which is what people kissed by
Sassy.
fire are really good at.
Hence,
We
sassy
10% more
Stacey
sass.
Howard.
That's right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's
Time for the movie
trivia showdown.
Introducing first.
Introducing first,
Got a case of the con crud, yeah.
representing
Dying over here.
6 Degrees,
Ooh, I like the
making
the Escape
her
from New York,
singles
soundtrack.
debut,
that's Escape
Sassy
from New York.
Stacy Howard.
Yeah, Snake
Oh,
Plissken.
yeah, look at that
Got
attitude.
an attitude, got an eye
Nice.
That's an iPad. It's like
Want
Snake-
that
that's Snake
jacket.
Plissken?
little.
Yeah, sweet jacket.
I think that's Snake Plissken.
Snake
Yeah.
Plissken.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Look, she is being sassy.
Yeah,
right now. I like
that's
the sassiness.
harbinger of things to come, Christian.
I don't know. We don't know what's happening.
Where's
She's got
Brain?
a little bit of the two, but maybe that's just for the character. We'll see when we meet her opponent.
This is Bond.
Representing
So I got the suit on.
Tough Beats, making his Schmoedown singles debut. He is Jonathan the Vulture Voytko.
Wendy Lee.
Wendy Lee is a Harry.
Look at that classy gentleman.
Shades of Mark Riley here from the Spectacular. I like this.
Look at that. He's carrying his own drink.
Yeah, he is.
Sipping it.
He's taking his time. He's
I'll
got a
tell
little
you what.
nod. Such a good guy, that John.
The
Taking
last time
that,
I brought my own drink, I was asked to leave Del
That one,
Taco.
dirty martini.
But let's do it, Chris.
Do it. All right. Round number 1. It works like this. The competitors will have 8 questions, each worth 1 point apiece. When they are asked, they need to show their answer to the camera, then say it at the same time. They will have 15 seconds to answer the question. Now remember, guys, you have 3 JTE repeat the questions throughout the match. You can only use it 3 times, so use them wisely. Also, the challenge rule. Remember, you don't like the way a particular call went, you can challenge it. If it gets overturned, you keep your challenge. If it doesn't, you lose the challenge. All right, Jonathan Voytko, you ready to go?
Do be kind.
All right, Stacy, are you ready to go?
Call me Snake.
Then let's get ready
like
to
that.
Schmoedown! All right, here we go. Round number 1. All right, in the category of action, adventure, State of the Union is the sequel title to which movie? You ever have a sequel title?
I've ever had a sequel.
It depends on if you woke up
Yeah.
the next day after your hangover.
True. There's a sequel to my life. It's called Still Losing.
Oh,
3, that's sad. 2,
it is very
1.
sad.
All
I
right,
haven't seen
Jonathan
any of these
Voytko, what do you
movies.
got?
Yeah.
Nothing. Stacy.
Triple X?
That's correct.
Oh.
For 1
Wow.
point. Stacy Howard on the board there.
You have to have the varying
Question
X's.
2, category animated. Dakota
it's bigger and
Fanning
smaller.
voices
Yeah.
a girl who discovers a doorway to a world that closely resembles her own in what 2009 animated fantasy?
You don't like animated things, do you?
I
Don't
also
let it hear
don't
it.
like to have any kind of fantasies.
5, 4, 3.
I don't know if this is right. I don't think it is because I think it came out way earlier.
Stacy.
Coraline?
That's correct for
I
1
say
point.
Coraline. Like it's
All
Coraline.
right, there you go. Stacy
Stacy
Howard
up
now.
early.
2-0.
That's
All
a
right.
cartoon.
All right, here we go. Question 3.
With
Category
the
of
button
comedy.
eyes.
Yeah.
What character did Raul Julia play in the Addams Family movies? You don't used to dress up as this character in Halloween.
The other one.
Yeah.
The other one.
I won't say it because I don't want to spoil it.
I have a habit of doing it.
5, 4,
Clearly it's Thing.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Jonathan.
Isn't it?
Incorrect.
No.
Stacy.
I forgot his first name. Mr. Adams.
Incorrect. Look for Gomez.
Gomez
I
Adams.
knew
Cortez.
that.
Cortez.
I put Gomez at the very last thing. I was like, what is his name?
Good job.
All right.
Cortez would be
Next
cool too.
category
Also, M.
is
Bison.
drama.
Yep.
Sean Penn earned an Oscar nomination for playing a mentally challenged father trying to raise his daughter in what 2001 film?
Never go full retard.
2000.
Crying.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Went home empty-handed.
3, 2, 1.
Also Dakota
Hands
Fanning.
down, and Stacy.
I am Sam.
That's correct, John.
Correct.
I put
That's correct. There you go.
I put my name is Jeff.
Stacey Howard off to a nice
Great
little
choice.
lead here. All right, next category. Family films. Danny Glover manages a Major League Baseball team that includes pitcher Tony Danza in what 1994 flick?
I love this movie.
Tony Danza. I've never met one of them.
No, but my roommate once broke his
This is a good
wrist
question,
playing
Chris.
softball. True story.
I was there. I think. 5, 4.
You're gonna kick yourself. You
I'm
know.
blanking.
Yeah,
It's
one.
pitcher's
Hands
gonna.
down, and
You
John.
got it.
Angels in the outfield.
That's correct for 1 point.
Oh,
Angels in the outfield.
Angels in the outfield.
Stacey Howard.
I like that movie.
Really have a nice. She's only missed one.
Young Joseph
next
Gordon-Levitt.
question category
Yeah.
coming in fantasy, sci-fi. In the Marvel hit Ant-Man, who played the role of Hope, the daughter of Hank Pym?
Oh, come on.
Seriously?
Absolutely. He's
I don't know who that
waiting for
is.
us in the parking lot with a crowbar.
Still
You're
there?
thinking of somebody else.
4,
Damn.
3,
Don't know it either.
From Lost.
1, and Stacy.
Evangeline
Claire.
Lilly.
Yeah.
Damn
Lily
it.
Lily.
That's
All
correct.
right.
John
Oh.
Williams comes back.
Yeah.
He's
Johnny,
done. Start
look.
right.
Yes. Yes.
All right, next question.
Very nice.
She
Very
was
well.
not Claire on Lost either.
Question number 7 in the category of horror/thriller. Which actress stepped into the famous role of Clarice Starling?
I just thought about this the other day.
In what?
Have you ever eaten a human?
Oh, Hannibal.
No. You're not going to get me there. 5,
Hannibal?
4, 3, 2, 1. Jonathan.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
So none. And Stacy.
People call me the discount version of her, Julianne Moore.
That is correct. 6-3. Stacy Howard adding some insults to herself, but getting a point.
I mean, I like that
Argument,
style.
Julian.
Yeah, that's
I like
Ken's
that
style.
All right, here
Final
we go.
question category is directors. Name a film directed by Ivan Reitman that featured Arnold Schwarzenegger. Do it.
Oh, I
Do
don't
it.
know, but I'm
Come
guessing.
on, just one.
I don't know if this is right, but I'm guessing.
I'm guessing.
I don't know if this
All
is
right.
right either.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Jonathan, what do you got?
Total guess. Commando.
That's incorrect. Stacy.
I don't know if I know this one either. Kindergarten Cop?
I'm gonna give it to you.
That's it?
Stacy
Oh,
Howard.
Nice.
We would have taken twins.
No way.
Twins.
I put
It's a twins.
Or Ken Knapsack's favorite, Dave.
I like that.
I like
Our Schwarzenegger's in Dave.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh,
that's
I
the
put
end of round
twins.
one.
I should've put
Stacy Howard
Junior.
off to a
put
big lead
Junior.
now.
Oh, did you?
Did they say Junior?
No.
No.
7, 2, 3. As we get to round number 2. There you go.
Do it.
Nice spin.
Kristen, the crowd
Do it.
reacting
Oh,
to
just like that
that
spin. And it's going to land on Action
Action
Adventure.
Ooh, okay.
So you going to keep that or are you going to spin again?
I mean, we're gonna go with it. It
Gonna
goes
go
with
with it.
costume.
Okay.
All right, here
Wow.
we go. Going to go with it. All right.
Kind of an interesting cavalier attitude towards
It
that,
was
Christian.
interesting
Just
that you went with
dove right in.
Yeah, with musicals on the board and everything else too. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Ken, you want
Well, she was dressed like an action person, so.
4 questions for you,
Don't look at the
Stacy.
question.
First one, of course, the category action adventure. In Armageddon, one of the all-time classics of humanity, what is Ben Affleck's character's first name?
AJ.
AJ.
Wow, no
Boy,
Take
hesitation.
care of her, AJ.
Impressive.
You got 5 words.
Question
For
2, in Commando, what is Cindy's occupation?
you. She's a flight attendant.
I don't know.
Stewardess.
I've never seen Commando.
Yeah, stewardess, flight attendant. Yep.
Oh, no, okay.
No?
Wait, you said stewardess. Is that what you said? Is that your
Yeah,
answer?
that's what I said.
No, okay.
We're going to accept that.
That's
That's
true.
Wait. That's it?
Flight attendant.
That is stewardess, flight attendant. is true.
That was literally, guys, I've never seen Commando.
Oh, you should change that.
Oh my
Commander's
God.
awesome.
I mean,
I knew it the whole time.
I would have preferred the more socially conscious flight attendant, but we'll take Stewart.
She didn't
Socially
she didn't
conscious.
go
That's
multiple
awesome.
choice, she just went straight for it.
Wait, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
wow, all right, here we
All
go.
right,
That was good.
question,
Jesus.
question 3. In Furious 7, what is the name of the tech that Dom, Brian, and crew must acquire and protect from getting into the hands
Something
of the
I,
mercenaries?
isn't it?
God's Eye.
That is
I
correct.
haven't seen that movie, but I know
Impressive
that.
stuff.
10
I didn't get
Almost
it
a
though,
full
so I don't know what I
point on
guess.
this round.
Lead.
God's Eye. Right here.
She didn't see that coming.
Final question in this round, Stacy. In The Losers, the team is betrayed by one of their own. Who played the betrayer, Rogue?
I haven't seen it.
I
Bradley
don't
Cooper.
know what the movie
That's
is,
18.
so I don't know.
Is he not in that either?
Julia Roberts. I don't know.
Doesn't go for multiple choice again, that's incorrect.
I
Jonathan,
have no idea.
so you're not going to guess
Watch
it?
it is
No.
new.
All right, so no one's guessing.
No one's
What
guessing.
was it?
Well, the answer we're looking for was Idris Elba.
Very
damn.
Very
I kinda wanna
interesting.
He's
watch
often mistaken for Julia Roberts, so.
One has to wonder why Stacy didn't go multiple choice there. All right, here
Both
we
just
I don't
as
know, I
sexy.
forgot
Charles
about
Minor
multiple
himself.
choice.
All right,
You gotta
so
remember about
now we
multiple
go
choice.
to
Yeah.
Jonathan Voytko. Jonathan, you're up.
All right.
Give it a good spin.
Stopped him from getting 2
There's the
points.
spin.
Stands up, get some leverage on it. That's a good spin. That's a good spin.
Jonathan
We got
needs a
musicals, get
big
musicals,
round
musicals,
here. Oh,
musicals.
he
Right there.
It's gonna land on.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
His face.
Doesn't like the look in her
His
eyes. Spin again.
Like a disgusted look in his mouth.
He's like, Stacy was sad. She was like, oh no.
Maybe he'll still get it though.
And it's gonna land on.
Musicals.
It's getting close.
Comic
Julia.
I should have been nicer to her.
Gotta switch up that spin, man.
Right back to Hallmark.
Sometimes fate leads you in a direction you cannot turn away.
All right, Jonathan, here we go.
Dang, this
In
is
Ocean's 11, George Clooney is trying to win Julia back from which actor who plays Benedict?
Andy Garcia.
nice. Probably right.
Oh. I know. I'm multiple choice. I know.
Is it A, Andy Garcia, B, Javier Bardem, C, Alec Baldwin,
Alec
D, Antonio
Baldwin.
Banderas?
Andy Garcia.
That's correct for 1 point.
Very nice.
All right, so Jonathan now
And
getting
very well.
the point. Jonathan
Very
did
nice.
use multiple.
And avoided the knockout, right? He
Well, not necessarily.
Oh,
because
true.
he
There
was
are
just
steals.
stealing.
I don't pay attention to the rules.
I don't think anybody has today. All right, here we
Nope.
go.
Nope.
For whom is Julia pining for in My Best Friend's Wedding?
Rupert Everett.
The actor.
Yes.
Is it Rupert
No,
Everett?
it's
That's the other guy.
Never
I don't
seen it,
remember his
so-
name.
I don't remember his
Julia
name.
Roberts
I see his
movies.
face.
That's what we
She
all
goes
say.
against
I
Cameron
don't know
Diaz.
Multiple
Is
choice.
it A, Richard Gere, B, Rupert Everett?
Dermot
Oh,
Mulroney.
yeah, it is Dermot Mulroney. Yeah, I remember that name too.
I'll go C.
Dermot
That's
Mulroney is
funny.
correct.
That's correct.
All right, so Jonathan Voytko now still fighting.
Kinda
See, that's a good
All right,
thing
here
about
we go.
multiple choice. It's
What
like you
was
remember
the name
after.
of Julia's character in Steel Magnolias?
Never seen it.
Carrie. I don't remember.
Mary.
Rose.
Let me have the multiple.
Is it A, Shelby, B, Stacy, C, Sarah, D,
Maribel. D. Maribel.
A, Shelby
I
is
was gonna
correct.
say,
All
oh,
right,
Shelby
so
sounds
Jonathan,
right.
He's fighting it
He's
out.
fighting it back. And for your final question, Jonathan, which
Chew it back,
actor
chew it
who has
back.
also appeared in a Batman film plays Julia's motorcyclist boyfriend?
Aaron Eckhart.
Nicole Kidman?
Aaron Eckhart.
What's the question?
Two-Face.
Boyfriend. Which one plays her?
Oh.
It's Two-Face.
Yeah, Aaron Eckhart. Yeah.
Play it
Eckhart.
safe. We'll just tread water and multiple choice.
There you go.
A, Aaron Eckhart, B, Tommy Lee Jones, C, Matthew Modine, D, Michael Keaton.
Haven't seen that movie.
Oh, it should be
ever.
Matthew McConaughey.
Can I hear the questions one more time?
The question?
I mean,
What's
the,
his name?
the names.
The multiple choice?
Yeah, the multiple
choice. A, Aaron Eckhart, B, Tommy Lee Jones, C, Matthew Modine, D, Michael Keaton.
I'll go A.
Aaron Eckhart is correct.
correct.
So
Nice.
Jonathan
He's
Voytko,
away.
Okay.
he
Eckhart.
resisted very well, but
What do you know about
he's
the future?
still down 6 points.
Tell me
He
about the
needs
future.
to
Tell me
have
about
a
the
very
future.
strong round 3. Gotta hope these numbers work in his favor, or Stacy could win this thing. Like
Shoot to
TKO.
kill. Know what I mean?
All right, round number 3. Here
Isn't
we
it
go.
Porkins?
Round number 3
I
is going to work.
think it was.
Yeah, it's Porkins.
3 numbers from 1 to 25.
He's just as
The first
useless.
one will be worth 2 points. The second one 3, and the third one will be worth 5
Shoot to
points.
kill.
All right, Stacy, you are in the lead. Please pick 3 numbers from 1 to 25.
I got no
6,
future,
13,
Jack.
and 8.
6, 13, and 8. Jonathan.
7, 14, 21.
All right, so Jonathan will be
Ah,
up first
so
as
she
he
did
tries
that.
to avoid
Angeline
the technical
Lilly, damn
knockout. Stacy,
Kate. She played
first
Kate
question
almost.
you picked was from category 7, which was the category of classics. Classics. All right, what was the first feature film originally presented with sound?
The jazz singer.
That's correct for 2
Right.
points.
I would have got there.
Good job,
You
man.
got that
I
one.
didn't
I was
do
going
that.
through it.
All right, so your next
That's a good
category,
one.
you chose category 14, which was the category of crime film. Crime film. All right. What is Michael Imperioli's character's name in Goodfellas?
Spider. This is the kid that Joe Pesci shoots and then kills.
That's incorrect. That'd be Spider. All right, so this comes down to this. Jonathan has to hit his 5-pointer, or Stacy Howard will win via TKO. You chose
Get him a body
category
bag.
21, which is Angelina Jolie movies. All right,
Hackers.
here you go. Your 5-pointer. What was the Jolie film that had the tagline, "Born into wealth, groomed by the elite,
Gia?
trained for combat"?
Tomb Raider?
No.
That's correct.
That's what I was thinking. That gave it away for me.
Yes,
I
but
would've said
Stacy
Tomb Raider as
Howard
well.
he avoids the TKO. Stacy Howard
was
only
close.
needs to hit one of the 3 questions here in order to win the game.
I'm just gonna drink.
To be fair, that's what I would do too, Jonathan. Stacy, you picked 6, 13, and 18. Number 6 corresponds to the category of 80s movies. Chances of you being born in the decade slim, but we're gonna ask you anyways.
Nope.
All right. 2-point question. Alex Owens is a steelworker by day and a burlesque dancer by night in this 80s drama.
Flashdance.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Sassy Stacy Howard. Stacy Howard.
This girl right here?
I know. Look at how nice
Teamwork.
that is. Looks like she's gonna join up with them after all. Look at this. Tough beat.
But look at that.
She's
They're all
joined.
nice.
Wait a minute, she's looking at him now. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. She's like, oh, they're moving her down the floor. Stacy, and she's lost fight. Oh no!
Jay Washington and Miss Movies in.
And Miss Movies, she
Nice.
did. Oh my
That's
God,
right.
you knew that
That
they're staying
is
together.
our
She walks
answer.
around.
Makes sense.
Jay has, I don't know what he's doing. He's
Yeah,
a
look at
mastermind or
Jay
he's
Washington's the Duke of New York.
slow clapping. That's how I leave most dates.
Channel
All right,
his eyes to
Voytko
caves.
is now a tough-fought victory as him and Perry
gotta
kind
be
of left
loyal.
right now. This
Yeah.
feud between Tough Beats and 6 Degrees obviously carrying on.
I'm kind of shocked but not shocked, Christian, of what I just saw. Jonathan did compete very well. He came back. Stacy used some of that Josh McCouga-like guessing, but sometimes that guessing is just knowledge buried deep within your soul.
All right, it seems like poor Emma Fife has always getting herself thrown into situations like this, and she's got another one on her hands right now.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with Stacy Howard and friends. Stacy, great match. I was gonna start with congratulating you, but honestly,
I'll let you
Oh,
finish
no.
later. What has happened is
I like her
Stacy
jacket.
has become like her partner
Me too.
Brienne and a winner. And what
Oh,
you are
hers.
looking at here is the
That's
future
great, the
of the Schmoedown. The Mark Rileys, the John Rokas, the Dan Merles, the Mark Ellises. Those are things of the past. This is the future, and the future has a new personality, if you would. A new edge, if you would.
right. I mean, listen, I'm all about women taking over the Schmoedown, you know, but I just...
But you keep stuttering, so you're not really sure about these 2 women taking over the show now.
I'm
You have a
just
problem
not
with that?
sure I
Is there
know
a problem?
these 2 women anymore.
You don't need to know. You need to know that they're winners. And
Why is
they
everybody
do
hating on
what
Emma?
they do. Now,
We're
let's
not.
add the list of
Yeah,
singers.
no way.
Perry Nimrod,
Dismiss.
and now Jonathan Voytko.
Out of here.
That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Gentle Alex.
Well,
I can take the camera too.
The rest of your team is walking away.
I was hoping
Stacy,
that was
congratulations on your win today. It was a very well thought match.
Thank you. I expected it.
Okay, now I'd like to hear from you. What is it with this turn on Jonathan Voytko? He came over, he congratulated you. He and Perry were really nice to you. I just don't quite understand what happened.
You know what? I'm just tired of being the nice girl. I'm tired of being the new kid on the block. I've proved myself in doubles matches. I've proved myself in the free-for-all. I've won today. I mean, I'm a competitor to be dealt with.
Hey,
you know?
Stacy,
I
Mary
don't
Steen
need to
Virgin.
I don't need to be Mary anymore. I'm here to play.
Would she say
Well,
Steinberg?
it looks like we're seing a
Steinberg.
whole new sassy Stacy Howard. Emphasis on the sassy. So, Stacy, who's next then?
I don't know. We'll see who pissed me off today.
You and your partner, Brienne, have both been victorious at this point over both members of Tough Beats. Is that a match we might see in the future?
I mean, I think they fear it, but who knows?
I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds.
All
Congratulations
these villains
again,
rising,
Stacy,
man.
and we'll be
know.
right back with Jonathan Voytko. And we are back with Jonathan Voytko. Jonathan, tough match today. You stumbled a little bit there in the first round.
Yeah, I had a slow start. I thought maybe I'd have a Makuga-esque build up to the end, and I actually started like treading water round 2. I thought round 3 I was gonna dominate. I basically at that
spin,
point I
man.
just had
Yeah,
hope
Julia Roberts
that,
killed him.
Her knowledge of Flashdance wasn't as good as it
Right,
was.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, way to stay alive there in round 2. You spun that Julia Roberts category twice. It was just fated to be, and you really did well with the multiple choice option.
Sometimes you got to tread water. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you didn't sweep, you didn't get the 2 points." And sometimes you just got to do what you got to do and use that option of the multiple choice.
And you did,
Yeah.
and that kept you alive through round 2 and into round 3. You managed to avoid the TKO with that Tomb Raider clutch answer coming out of nowhere. So Congratulations on that. Again, I really think that you should leave this match with your head held high today. You fought well out there, Voytko.
Thank you.
But what I'm curious about is Stacy. You guys were very kind to her. Tough Beats extended the laurel to her to actually have her join you. It looked like she was going to. I honestly don't know what's happening in this league anymore. So can you just like walk me through this?
You know what? Look, we tried to extend our hand in friendship. We were voted Face Team of the Year. We wanted to keep that going.
Mhm.
We wanted to show our fans and our other rivals that we're the heroes. And you know what? The thing is, she wants to go down the path that Miss Movies went down, and that's too bad. It's a dark path. But if they want to both go down that, maybe they should take us both down in a team challenge.
Are you officially challenging?
I am challenging 6 degrees, and you know what? To semi-quote Mark Riley, you know what? Heroes don't always win, but they keep coming back to fight, and that's what we're gonna do.
That's what it's all about, being a hero here in the Schmoedown. Well,
we need darker heroes.
Hope to see good things from you in the future, both in singles and in your now impending
We need like
team
a
match
Rorschach.
against 6 degrees. Best of luck to you, Jonathan. And now back to work.
Well, look at that. Tough Beats obviously very upset with what happened with Stacy
Anti-heroes.
Howard. They challenged 6 Degrees to a match. That match will happen, obviously, between 6 Degrees and Tough Beats. Now, both Brienne and Stacy have victories in singles over both Jonathan and Perry. Well, Stacy Howard played very well today, Ken.
Very, very well. I was worried, again, that going back to that middle where she kind of forgot you have multiple choice. Sometimes when you're used to playing with a teammate to have that support, but she overcame that, and again, she knows movies. I tease her being younger, but movies are her life, and that kind of came through today.
I'll be completely honest. She knew things that that I didn't know when I was looking. B, I didn't think that she would know because, like you just said, I can't imagine that maybe she didn't watch this. And boy, was I wrong. The amount of knowledge that she has, she's a serious contender in this league.
Absolutely. You got to feel for Jonathan. He tried to step out, and he had a good showing. He should hold his head up high after today.
Well, you look at now what's next for both Stacy Howard and Brienne Chandler. Just look at those; these are different people than we've seen in the past.
The change in these personas and these characters and their approaches, they've got more success and got maybe more confident. Maybe they started to believe something about themselves that was laying dormant. And you got Jay Washington, the urban gladiator, man. I mean, this guy, he knows movies. He knows the business behind it, the psyche behind these stories here.
And he knows winners, apparently.
And he knows winners. That is an interesting combination.
All right, well, that's this match. And now it's time for our main event. We're getting to Scott Mantz and Hal Rudnick.
Ooh. But first...
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Cody Hall here. Hold on. What's up, Movies Trivia Schmoedown fans? Cody Hall has disappeared. I do not know where I sent him. I've just started learning magic. It's going pretty well, as you can tell. This is your fantasy update. Stacy Howard put the world on blast, on notice, on whatever cool kids say that are millennials on Instagram. She is all 6 of the 6 degrees. She is everything. She comes out with great intros. And not only that, she is scoring points. Pick her up. Trade for her. Find a way to get Stacy Howard on her team. Not only will she play more, but she will score more points. She will guess just like me, and she will come out with great intros. She is a performer, and she is knowledgeable. On the other hand, you have Jonathan Voytko. Will he play again? We don't know. He started out hot. You may want to drop him. You may want to trade him. He didn't know Andy Garcia. A lot of people out there may have been yelling into their computers, "Hey, dummy, it's Andy Garcia." Will we see Jonathan Voytko again? It's possible. But if I were in your fantasy league, I would drop him. For all your other fantasy needs, go to Frank Shannon. Go to Schmoedown.com. Go to the Facebook page. They give you all of their details. All right, I'm Josh McCougar. That's your fantasy update. We'll see you next time.
Am I in another dimension? It's dark in here. Kind of scary. Oh, okay.
So, let's talk about that match. We have Stacy Howard coming out on top, edging Jonathan Voytko.
She did so good. I mean, some of those questions, like the Commando one, the one that she didn't even see the movie and she just guessed, and that was an amazing guess.
Her reaction was priceless to that, too. Just how shocked she was at getting that question right.
Sometimes you try and make the half-court shot, and it goes in.
It works.
Yep.
And Jonathan Voytko, did the best he could given with what he had. I mean, he got that Julia Roberts spin on the wheel, which for a lot of people is very tough. So, And, you know, you can't blame him for going multiple choice because you got to try to get the answer some way. So, and he did.
And
Just wasn't enough.
Like you guys were saying, kind of the rise of the villains. So many villains popping up too. So we're gonna need some hero stables in there to help balance out all these villains because I mean, Mark Riley can't do it all. So
no, we need some tough heroes too.
Speaking of which, we've got Scott Mantz versus Hal Rudnick. Scott Mantz, if you wanted to, could be a hero for
Definitely
sure.
be a hero.
And Hal Rudnick.
Hal Rudnick could be like the goofy gesture.
Yeah.
He could be like the sidekick guy in Conan the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Grant Heslov in the Scorpion King
There
movie.
we go, yeah.
Same thing. But no, we've got Scott Mantz versus Hal Rudnick, which is an exciting match because they are two crazy characters against, pitting up against each other. So it's like you got the jesters fighting up against each other. So who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with the man himself, Mantz. I think that he has a lot of knowledge in his back pocket. Just don't get those romantic comedies. But other than that, I think that he's got it.
I'm a big fan of Mantz. Always have been, always will. So I'm gonna go for Mantz. I think he's a really fun person and character. And I also love Star Trek, so I'm definitely a Trek kid over here. So.
I'm going for Mantz as well. I think he's gonna edge it out. Don't count Rudnick out, but I think Mantz will take it.
For me, I feel like Rudnick doesn't get as much love from us as he deserves, so I'm going for Hal Rudnick. I think Rudnick is going to pull through. Maybe it's going to be in his wheelhouse. Maybe Mantz will land on romantic comedies that his wife dragged him to, and he just didn't remember what was in and what was up and down. So Hal Rudnick is my choice. So we're going to get to that match now.
Schmoedown, the premier movie trivia league in the known universe. I'm Hal Rudnick. I am back.
Iconic.
Geekdom. You know what? Not in my finest hour. I'll own it. Last year, I competed in the Schmoedown against Sam Levine. Sam had his foot on my neck. I was dead to rights. And then I staged a little bit of a comeback. I made it interesting. I made it worth watching. Didn't win it.
This man is back. He's on his own. He's flying solo. This is the first time since that last match with Roca. But, all this speed stuff, I love Jason Inman, I love King Trek, but it's time. The time has come for Mantz Man to once again fly solo. This one is epic. It's the epic match between father and son, Mantz and Hal Rudnick.
Today, a son tries to step out of the shadows cast by his father. Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker. Star-Lord versus Kurt Russell. I know the guy's name, all right?
Hand pressed and ready. I've got the energy.
Gotta get past that ego, I guess.
But now the time has come. The time has come for singles Mantz to once again retain his rightful place here in the Schmoedown.
Cannot wait to collide with Mantz.
The Icon versus the Mantz Man. It had to happen, and here it is. The first and maybe the only time this will ever happen, right here in the Schmoedown. Mantz versus Rudnick. Mantz Man versus the Icon. It's going to be iconic.
This is the Citizen Kane of Schmoedowns.
Welcome back. All right, so listen, man. That match between Stacy Howard and Jonathan Voytko was something Stacy Howard really showed. She was there to play, and then she joins. What's wrong?
Did you during the break change your shirt?
I changed my shirt. I once again spilled stuff on my shirt. I have to point that out. But now we are back to our main event of the evening, Ken, and you're going to have the one we've been looking forward to for a lot of different reasons.
Good editing, y'all.
You've got the icon, Hal Rudnick, and Scott Mantz. They're both going at it. It's going to be a battle of wits, father and son. But the story also is now Hal Rudnick hasn't played in the singles competition since the first initial 3 or 4 matches we had since we brought it to Collider against Sam Levine. Scott Mantz took almost a full year off after he lost to Roca, and we haven't seen him since. And he played in teams. Rudnick played in the free for all, and he didn't have a great showing in the Inner Geekdom. So this is going to be interesting.
Absolutely. I quite frankly, Christian, don't know what to expect from these two guys. They have a long storied history just as friends. They've worked together a lot. The joke of Mantz being Rudnick's father, even though Rudnick is actually 12 years older than him, is actually one of the more interesting things you don't really know about this. So this committee, they both know movies.
You do.
They both have strengths and weaknesses, and you could say that about any competitors, but I can't pinpoint it on a map. I'm excited to see what actually happens.
Well, anybody tuning in to try to see Mantz and Roca in this match, you're not going to see that. These guys love each other. They're really good. They're good friends. But but they're both very competitive. They're both very high energy, and they're both going. They want Hal Rudnick is a dude. He is. I remember when he and Nick Mundy lost in 2015.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Hal spoke to Nick for like 2 months.
Yeah, it was. You could see the competitor and Hal Rudnick came out in that moment. You could see it in his eyes. You could see it in his arm hair. It was definitely very clearly
well,
there.
you can also see it in Mantz. Mantz is another guy. Look at his face when he was 1 second away from being the team champion.
Right.
1 second away, and he just missed it. So Mantz is now striving to get the singles gold, but he needs to battle back. He's 1 and 2, and we're going to find out what happens today. Ken, do you happen to have strengths here?
I do. Looking at Scott Mantz here, we know some of his strengths already. Release dates, movie release dates. He has dreams about release dates. He definitely knows that. He is also an expert in Oscar movies and knowing all of Ryan Gosling's computer passwords. Hal Rudnick has strengths in classics, superhero movies. He kind of works in that field, covering it for Screen Junkies, and getting his mom to hang out with Ice Cube is also one of the biggest accomplishments of his life.
I think that's pretty cool. All right, so here we go. And also, how about the 5-time WCW champion Booker T, who has his prediction today?
Can you dig it, sucker? What's up, this Booker T, 5-time champ, WWE Hall of Famer, and this weekend I'm getting ready for Extreme Rules. Fatal 5-way match going down to determine who's going to take on Brock Lesnar. But that's not what we're here to talk about, guys. We're here to talk about the Extreme Schmoedown. You know, we got my man Scott Mantz going against Hal Rudnick tonight. It's going down tonight on the Schmoedown. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to get shut out on this deal because it's going down. Let me tell you something. Mantz has been working on his movie release dates very, very hard. But I'm going to tell you right now, Rudnick, he ain't no slouch, man. He's been in training. He's working on all movies. He's working on all genre. Did I hear that Mantz was having a little beef? Having a beef with The Rock. Well, let me tell you something. I got my money on Rudnick because he gonna land the smack it down on your punk ass. And it's going down right here on the Schmoedown. Guys, make sure you catch Reality of Wrestling every Sunday. We download new episodes. Now can you dig it, sucker?
I could dig that.
That was a good one.
He picked who I'd pick.
Booker T going with Hal Rudnick today. Thinks Hal's going to turn it around and take out the Mantz man. Very interesting to see that Booker T is now choosing the icon. Probably likes that nickname because I do too.
Yeah, it's a great nickname, but nicknames don't necessarily guarantee wins, Christian.
Are you ready to go?
I hope so.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds in the singles division. Introducing first, representing Screen Junkies with a record of 0 wins, 1 defeat. He is the icon, Hal Rudnick. Look at Hal.
Just a friendly guy.
Oh, he's such a good dude, isn't he?
Yeah.
One of the funniest guys we know. That is scary.
Wow. Today.
I like that. I like that. We're gonna add the lasers.
Lasers and post.
Didn't have an enemy before here.
I want the magic.
Yeah.
I like that Josh
High
Wicker's
energy
magic
now.
action.
And his opponent, representing Team Trek
Holiday Road.
with a record of 1 win,
I found out
2 defeats. He is the Mantz man, Scott Mantz.
Griswold. Clark Griswold.
Love it. Love it.
Pops.
Oh, he's got the Griswold.
This is crazy. He's really enjoying this. Scott Mantz is a performer.
He is.
He should be sharing a beer with his son.
Ready to go. He's not at Wally World, but there's Rusty. There's Rusty. Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Are you happy, Clark?
A lot of energy.
She's dead.
Big hug from Scott Mantz. I once cracked a rib being hugged by Scott Mantz, so I know.
Gentlemen, may I
like
present
vacation
Mr. Mantz with a Father's Day gift?
Oh, please, sir.
Before we begin.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Victoria's Secret.
It's a Victoria's
Wait a
Secret.
minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Look at this here. Wait a second. Is this like something about movie release dates? Oh, how? Oh, wow! It's a Star Trek alarm clock.
Okay.
Son!
A little early for Father's Day.
Just call it a draw. Can we just call it a draw? You are the number one son.
All right, here we go. So round number one, it works like this. The competitors are going to get 8 questions. They're going to write them down.
It's like one of those
on the
things you
board.
do.
When it is
You're
their
like,
time to reveal their answer, they're going to show it to
you
the
like
camera.
shower them
Also,
with gifts.
Say,
Now let
you
me
work
win.
1 point
Exactly.
apiece. You obviously cannot steal in this round, but there is also the guys. There's a JTE rule, which means you can ask between the match 3 times during the match. You can ask to repeat the question only 3 times. There's also a challenge rule, meaning that if you don't like the way a particular question was ruled and you think that it is incorrect, you can challenge. Another judge will come out, and you can, if it's overturned, you keep your challenge. If not, the challenge will go away. All right, so round number 1. Mantz, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Rudnick, are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you ready, son?
Let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right. Here we go. Question number 1 in the category of animated. What is the name of the pizza restaurant in the Toy Story films? What is the name of the pizza restaurant?
Disneyland totally missed out on this opportunity. I
What
was
are you
thinking
looking
every
at?
time I go.
Son. Dad.
You can't
don't
see
look
it,
at
but
the
I
other
have
side.
it. I'm not gonna say it until after they say it.
4, 3, 2.
Andy Senor had that truck at his son's birthday.
Nothing.
Oh.
I wrote an actual answer and then started a joke answer. Ray's?
Close.
Hey,
Look at Pizza Planet.
Oh.
All right.
Pizza
I have
My
Pizza
joke
Planet
answer
there.
was,
You guys
cosmic
can see that I
ping
have
pong
Pizza
pizza.
Yeah,
Planet.
Pizza Planet. Oh, you poor
Oh, did
thing.
you die?
Her marker
Yeah.
died.
Our next question.
Question number 2, category comedies, gentlemen. What is the name of the huge character in Police Academy played by NFL star Bubba Smith?
Good old Bubba.
Yeah.
You like this one?
I've met someone
you
named
know
Bubba. I
that.
like it.
I know that
This is
one.
the one time Nick Mundy actually wishes he was here. 5,
Yeah.
He's like,
Need my marker.
3,
no, because I don't know.
More Police Academy.
Hal Rudnick.
Hightower.
Correct.
Yeah.
Scott Mantz.
No picks.
Ah,
Scott Mantz.
Swing and a miss.
I put question mark.
Hightower.
Locked in. I think he's
Vanessa put question.
Yeah.
And they eventually get a guy named House on there, too.
Created after these two
Who
were
grew up
born.
with Hightower.
The category of dramas. In the Imitation Game, who plays Joan Clark, a Cambridge graduate that surpasses Turing's test, but her parents won't allow her to work with the male photographers? Please don't ask me to repeat.
Can I use yours? Because mine literally.
Speech tournament with that.
That wasn't bad, right?
I don't know who's in this movie.
5, 4.
Okay, there you go. Sorry.
I don't know.
Down, Scott Mantz.
Damn it!
Jessica Chastain.
Incorrect. Hal.
Ah.
Haley Atwell?
Nope.
Incorrect. Keira Knightley.
Keira
Okay,
Knightley.
damn.
Nice.
I was about to write Jessica Chastain.
No,
Great,
Keira
son.
Knightley.
Gentlemen, question
Did
4,
he say yes
category
to
is
Jessica
for
Chastain?
thriller.
No.
No.
You'll find Health Inspector Matthew Bennell in this 1970s horror film.
Can you repeat the question, please?
You'll find Health Inspector Matthew Bennell in this 1970s horror film.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. I know what it is.
1970.
Like
It's long.
I think he's just
I don't
he's just
know.
bragging that you know that.
Oh my god, mine is
Hey,
not
I
working.
almost put that.
All right. And
Damn it. I should have put that. I thought that was released. I didn't think it was released in the 70s.
1.
I know this.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Incorrect. Scott Mantz.
Revenge of the Pink Panther.
Invasion.
That's incorrect.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I almost put that too.
Donald Sutherland. I said another Donald
I
Sutherland
thought it
being at
came out
first.
earlier than that.
In the next category, action adventure. In Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Who played the female operative on Ethan's team named Jane Carter in Ghost Protocol?
I don't remember,
I don't remember her name.
I got Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
She wore a green dress.
She was really.
No, but I thought it came out.
Christian.
I
This is
was
rough start
thinking
here.
of the first.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Hands down. All right, here we go, Scott Mantz.
Sean Monahan, I know that's
No, that was his wife in the
Yeah.
one
We all know it was Ms. Tia Carrere.
She's in True Lies.
Ms. Tia Carrere.
Paula Patton. All right, category of family
Paula
films.
Poundstone?
Who played the voice of Shere Khan, the villain tiger, in 2016? It's the jump rope.
Is it?
Who voices Shere Khan?
I think.
I once got lost in a jungle.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hal Rudnick.
Liam Neeson.
Incorrect. Scott.
Peter Nyanga.
Yeah.
What? Idris Elba.
Looking for Idris Elba.
Wow.
I put it just over
At least
too.
my horse
Would like
is
to
winning.
remind the competitors the game has started.
That would've been good.
All right, question 7, guys. Category
say-
fantasy sci-fi. Who plays Deputy Jackson Lamb in Super 8?
I'm just gonna go over the one guy I know in it. Except I can't remember his last
I should
name.
have done my homework.
Oh.
Turn on a stick. I don't remember his name.
4,
Damn.
3,
He's the only person I remember being in
1.
it that's an adult.
Down. Scott Mantz.
J.J. Abrams.
Hal Rudnick.
Michael Shannon.
I think this is like most of my dates. They start like a good idea but end up at 0.
Jeez.
Next
What was the question?
category
Let me answer.
is new releases.
I said Kyle Chandler.
Kira
Yeah,
Sedgwick
that's probably right.
plays Haley Seinfeld's mother in what 2016 acclaimed drama?
Oh.
Kira Sedgwick plays Haley Seinfeld's mother in what 2016?
Oh God.
All right. 5, 4.
I don't remember. Damn it.
And Hal Rudnick.
Edge of 17.
Correct.
Yeah.
I put age of 17, but it's
Oh,
you hit 17.
Round number 2. It works like this.
Get that movie release date.
Pretty decent spin.
Get that movie release date.
Mixed bag.
Stop!
Ooh, Oscar. movies.
Oscar movies.
Oh, okay.
You want to stay at Oscar movies?
In.
All right. So
He
I'll,
is it. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. So Oscar movies. Now Scott Mantz needs a big
Right.
round here because of his 1 point
Is my bad.
that he scored in round 1.
At one point.
So here we go.
Wait, it's the 1 point that I have.
That's true. All right, here we go. Okay. What was the first film to receive an Academy Award nomination in each of the 4 performance categories?
Multiple choice.
Is
Citizen
it A,
Kane,
Streetcar
yeah.
Named Desire, B, The Color
Streetcar Named
Purple,
Desire.
C,
I think it is Streetcar Named Desire, actually.
I would guess that too.
And everyone
Marlon
won
Brando.
except for Brando.
Incorrect. Steele?
May I hear the choices again?
A Streetcar Named Desire, The Color Purple,
What did Mantz say?
My Man
Marlon Brando. He
Godfrey,
said Color
or
Purple.
Streetcar Named Desire.
Looking for My Man Godfrey.
damn.
All right, question 2, Scott. Titanic and La La Land are tied with the other film for the most Oscar nominations ever at 14.
Lord of the Rings,
What is
Return
that
of the King.
Yeah.
Titanic
And La La
and
Land.
La La Land are tied with Ben-Hur.
I just don't understand how
Oh, and I
reading
can't get
saying
the
those would
choice.
get in there.
Gone with
I
the
know,
Wind.
right?
All About Eve.
Oh, all but Eve.
What
All
about
right,
all
here
that
we go.
Steve?
Next question. Michael Douglas won his first Oscar for producing which film?
Oh, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Correct for 2
Really?
points.
Did not know that. That's interesting.
All right.
Thank God! Jesus Christ!
Last question. What Oscar-nominated actor played Richard Nixon in the 2008 drama Frost?
Frank Langella.
Yeah.
Frost Nixon. That was Frank Langella.
2 more points for Scott Mantz. All right. So
Now we're cooking.
now we get
let's
to
go.
Hal Rudnick, who will spin the wheel. Give it a good spin.
I think Brett Sheridan may have had a chance in this match.
Spin is in, Christian. The spin is in. This is key. He is
Why'd you get movie release dates?
5 to 2.
And it's gonna win.
Wait, hang on.
What is it
A
on?
lot of people
Is it on?
listen to this.
It's on.
Opponent's
it's on-
choice.
Movie release
Ladies and
date.
gentlemen, for everyone watching right now, the opponent's choice is
fucking movie release date, baby! You're going to get 4 questions, Hal. First question. The action films The Fifth Element, Con Air, and Batman and Robin were all released in what year?
No,
96.
98.
Or 98, yeah.
I think it's 98.
I want to say
1996.
Incorrect.
97.
That's correct for 2 points.
Split the difference.
All right.
I saw Liar Liar and Fifth Element in theaters.
Question 2, Hal. The original Ghostbusters movie was released in June of what year?
84.
1984.
That is
My birthday.
correct.
We all 1984.
What year saw the release of the instant classic Toy
2010.
Story 3?
2010.
Let's get a multiple choice.
All right. A, 2008. B, 2010. C, 2012. D, 2013.
2012.
Incorrect.
2010.
1 point for Scott Mantz. 1 point for Mantz.
Number 4, the Sean Penn thriller Mystic River was released in what year?
2003.
Was that
I want to
late?
say like
I thought it was earlier.
4.
I was in college, so I think it's 3 or 4. I think.
I thought it was
I'm
earlier.
gonna go with 3.
3, 2.
95.
Oh,
Incorrect.
Mystic River came out in 2003.
That's correct.
2 more points
Nice.
for Mantz. All right, so round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this, and then thank God it'll be over. So we are going to have 3 numbers that the competitors will choose from between 1 and 25. It'll be worth 2 points, then 3 points, and then finally 5 points should we get there. All right, so Mantz, you're in the lead here. Would you pick 3 numbers, please, from 1 and 25?
1 and 25. Okay. I'm going to go with number 5 because it's my favorite number. I'm going to go with number 17 because it's my age. And I'm going to go with 25 because it's my favorite number.
All right, Hal.
Let's go with 4, 14, and 24.
And why?
I knew he was going there.
Why,
Actually.
son?
Well, 4 is in them, that
Like-
just became
Start with
interesting.
Hal.
4, 14, and 24. All right, so we're going to start. Hal Rudnick needs to get a lot of points here. Otherwise, it's going to be a TKO. So we got to start with category number 4 for Hal Rudnick, which is in the realm of classics. Once again. All right.
Yeah,
What is the name of Kane's private estate in Citizen Kane?
I don't remember it.
Xanadu.
That's correct.
Oh,
2
yeah.
points for Hal Rudnick. All right, so Hal now needs
Good job, son.
All right, so Hal keeps himself alive with that one, but he's got to get this 3-pointer here, 14. So number 14 in the category of crime. Although they both appeared in The Godfather Part 2, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro had never shared a scene together until which movie?
Righteous Skill.
Heat.
Correct,
Heat
3
does.
points.
God.
All right,
Not Righteous
so
Skill.
now Hal, in order to still stay in this game and take the lead now, category number 24, your 5-pointer.
I'd like to make it a true daily double.
All right, here we go. All right, your 5-pointer. Who directed School of Rock?
Oh.
White.
Director.
Jack.
Who directed School
Ben
of
White.
Rock?
Richard Linklater.
For 5 points.
Nice.
There you go. Hal gets all 10 points.
Very,
He is in the
very
lead.
nice.
Well done.
Takes it over Scott Mantz. Now Scott Mantz has a chance to win the game, but he's got to get some points.
Mike White? Is that who's
Absolutely.
in it? He's with Sarah
Pressure,
Silverman?
guys, come on.
He's his
No,
friend,
that's
right?
Yeah.
Right?
That's the expression.
It's Mike
You
White.
chose 5,
Mike
17,
White.
25, Scott. Your 2-point question
Jack
is in the
Black.
category that corresponds to number 5. That is comic book movies. Comic book movies.
Comic book movies.
Question is, in X-Men First Class, what real event did the X-Men try to prevent from happening in the 1960s?
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Right for 2 points. All right, so
Big
if
Picture's part of
Scott
that. It's
Mantz
part of
hits
that.
this 3-pointer, he will win
Well,
the
I would
game.
have said like the whole thing, but you got to it faster than me.
All right. You chose number 17. 17. And your category is Back to the Future.
That's a category? I know. That's why I was like,
Oh, that's heavy.
That's heavy.
What was the name of the man who took Marty in shortly after he arrived in the Old West in Back to the Future 3?
Seamus McFly.
Seamus, right?
Yeah.
Doc Brown.
No.
That's incorrect.
Looking for Seamus.
Oh,
Seamus. All right, so it comes down to
Seamus
this.
McFly.
Scott Mantz needs
First
to
it's not
hit
born here
his
in America.
final question, number 25, or Hal Rudnick will win the game.
As
Come on,
Christian
Mance,
says,
man.
Scott, you picked question number 25. Category is Pixar. Pixar films. 5-point question for
Eva.
all the marks. Kevin Spacey voices a villainous grasshopper
Bug's
in
Life.
which
Yeah.
Pixar flick?
Hopper.
That would be a Buzz Life.
That's an easy question, really. But yeah.
And your
Nice.
winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Mantz Man, Scott Mantz! Hits the 5-pointer, wins the game in a
Man, I ain't from this town.
All my life, I have wanted to be a tornado chaser.
Brother from Chicago.
a murmur in the crowd as but not really sure what
But we are going to be with the winner and loser right now.
All right, we're going to throw to Emma Fife, who's going to talk about it.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Emma Fife here with Scott Mantz. I
Just
gotta
love
ask you,
him.
because you literally are the face of movie release dates.
Literally.
How did it feel to finally get to have your
Not
category?
only, okay, Emma Fife, not only did it feel great to finally get my own category, but the fact that I got to pick my own category because it was opponent's choice movie release dates. I mean, like for years, for the last 25 years of my life, I've been waiting to do the Schmoedown and have it come on movie release dates and kick ass, and boom, I did. Sorry, Hal, I love you like a son because you are my son, but movie release dates.
I think your sense of time might be a little off. I don't think the Schmoedowns were going on for quite 25 years, but I mean that movie release dates category, that really turned the tide
Did I crush it?
on this game. You know what, comments, you did.
I crushed it.
You did. Yeah, you pulled out one of the answers out of seemingly nowhere.
Which one was it? Was it
The Mystic River one.
2003.
And just to emphasize how confident you are on those movie release dates, we seem to still be getting Scott Mantz the musical. So
Movie release dates.
besides this career that obviously the two of us are going to have together with
Yes.
Scott Mantz the musical being the precursor to
Fight for Life,
my one-woman show, what's next for you here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown?
What's next for me? Well, I am back in the singles match. I needed this confidence booster. I needed this. I've been waiting a year to make my mark, to come back in a big way, and I feel like I just did. Although I got to tell you, that first category, that first round was pretty pathetic. It was pretty pathetic.
Definitely a word that I would use
Pathetic.
to describe that.
Now, in that first round, that's where I'm like, oh boy, I really need my first officer. I need Jason Inman. I need my Team Trek co-pilot here. But it was fine solo this time, and I went, okay, I get it. This is going to be, I'm going to crash and burn. But then I got movie release dates.
Okay, well, thank goodness you did, because then somebody actually started scoring some points in this match. Well, congratulations,
Thanks,
Scott
Emma
Mantz. Good win for you. You've had some rough times in the team lately, and it's nice to see you win here in the singles.
Feels good to be the king.
Not quite sure how that happened. Anyway, we'll be right back with Hal Rudnick. And we are back with Hal Rudnick. Hal, that was a match that it happened.
It was a match, Emma, and I would say that match was tantamount to child abuse.
Well, I mean, you
It reminds me of the days that Dad would take me out behind the woodshed, put me over his knee, and tan my bottom with a switch.
Okay, you do know that Scott Mantz is not actually your father. I mean, he's not.
Show me the DNA test.
Okay, well, that's taking things to
Yeah.
a little bit of an extreme. What happened out there, Hal?
You know what? All the credit in the world to Scott. I mean, it was a perfect storm. It was, and in my case, a perfect shitstorm.
Right.
I spun that wheel, landed on opponent's choice. He got to pick the category with his face on it.
Yeah.
And that's all she wrote from there. I'm happy that I made a match of it in the third round. I hit all those balls from downtown.
I actually wanted to ask you about the third round, because you did so well in the third round that I kind of were you like mentally present for any other point in this game? Because you came in swinging in round 3.
You know what? That's a valid question. I may have been in a fugue state in the first 2 rounds. I would like to check the video. My eyes might have been like just a little bit glazed over.
Sure, sure.
But you know what? I woke up, the Star Trek alarm clock went off, and I woke up for that 3rd round, proud of that effort. And damn it, I give Mantz a lot of credit. He is a master of those release dates and of many other things and of being a perfect gentleman. But that was a winnable match. I'm mad at myself because I missed a couple of questions that I had to answer and I went in a different direction. But that's how the cookie crumbles at the Schmoedown sometimes.
That is absolutely true. But I think that in that 3rd round, you did prove that you really could continue to be a competitor here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. So what do you say, Hal? Are you gonna challenge somebody else? You gonna continue to take on opponents?
You know, of course, I will take on all comers, and I'm gonna get back in the dojo, and I'm gonna do a little more IMDb-ing. In my spare time, I'm gonna pop on a Netflix movie or an HBO Now or something. I'm gonna get in the gym, I'm gonna come back rock hard and laser sharp. You can take that straight to the bank.
And you know, if you ever need any help learning your movie release dates, that you can join Scott Mantz for a session wherein he will probably serenade you with the movie release dates of all the major films from the last 70-odd years. Well,
and his falsetto movie release date.
Yeah.
Will haunt my dreams.
It's going to haunt all of our dreams forever. Well, again, sorry for your loss, Hal, and we hope to see you here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown once again someday soon.
Thanks, Emma, and I love your Gem and the Holograms ensemble.
Well, thank you. Back to you, Ken and Christian.
Emma White tried to hold that in as much as she could. She knows that she doesn't know what she saw. We don't know what we saw, but it was still, they battled. It was the 2nd and 3rd round turned it around because Hal Rudnick had a hell of a performance in round 3. I mean, he scored 10 points, got all of them. Mantz just happened to, he just needed less points in that round. He missed his 3, but he still hit the 5, and that was the end.
And that is how you did. You got a victory for Scott Mantz on the road to redemption.
Well, Scott Mantz is now 2-2. He's back on track here, and now the question is, who is next? You know, he said he wants to play whoever, and he was a ball of energy like he always is in the post-interview, and he was talking about how he'll play. Maybe he'll play someone like Andraco. Maybe he'll play someone like the Beast or Drew McWeeny. We don't know, but he's 2-2 now, and we're going to see a lot more. Now, Hal Rudnick started out at 0-2. I think a Hal Rudnick-Nick Scarpino match would be pretty interesting.
That would be, I would like to see that. Producer Hal Rudnick, Nick shape up a good match there.
So there you go. That is the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, guys. Make sure that you go ahead and comment and like and join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown page. Join the Reddit page. Join it all and listen to the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday. They recap the whole week that was the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Thank you to Jonathan Voytko, Stacy Howard, and Hal Rudnick, and Scott Mantz. It's the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. That's Ken Knapsack. I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time. Check out Josh McCouga. He's here too.
A twofer.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Cody Hall here. I'm a little exhausted. I was doing something behind the match, you know, and well, we got a good one here. Mantz and Rudnick, kind of crazy at first, you know, not a lot of first round points, but they started to get it together, and the final score was okay. You got Mantz in your team. I think he's worth keeping him for another week or two. Rudnick, you know, you might want to drop.
Show us what it
says.
I'm
Been a
sorry.
rough couple matches
Yeah,
for him. It's tough to see how he's going to go the next time out. Stop crying. God damn. Well, that's all for today, guys. Keep checking those fantasy updates and Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Cody out.
Okay, so you're gonna have to take over.
Quite the action-packed match we had there.
News Day.
Yeah. I mean, not the prettiest of first rounds we've seen, but got exciting in that 3rd round at least, and then the 2nd round with Rudnick landing on opponent's choice and giving Mantz the opportunity to select movie release dates.
Oh my god, that wheel though, jeez. I'd sing it, but I'd get in a coughing fit if I tried. So, yeah, that definitely did not go as we foresaw. But we did kind of foresee Rudnick scoring low after his efforts in the last few matches that he's been in. So I did not expect Mantz to hold that with him. But granted, though, if you take our scores, or at least mine in that first match too. It was very low as well.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a tough batch of questions as well.
I mean, to give Rudnick credit, I mean, he knew things. I mean, he got Xanadu from Citizen Kane. I mean,
yeah, that was a tough
it's
one.
just certain things didn't fall his way.
I hear Xanadu, I think Olivia Newton-John, and that's pretty much all I equate to that. So it's exciting. I can't wait to see what Mantz has in store for his future as well. Rudnick, always fun to see any of the Screen Junkie guys over there too. Funny, when we were at the free-for-all, like, Rudnick was sitting right in front of us as well, off to the side. So just sitting there staring at him, reading his arms, if you will.
He was dropping a lot of funny little jokes there, too,
yeah.
that we got to hear, because we were there. But
yeah, it was exciting. So speaking of being there, we will be there in June as well, competing in our Schmoedowns individually.
Yeah, I'm excited and nervous at the same time. Just forgetting questions that you know, and you're just like, oh, I know that.
It's luck of the wheel.
So Team Action will be who we're going up against, and
Matt Ashity on this side.
Yep.
Got a little change in schedule there. So Burnett, if you're ever feeling like you got some cojones, come on and just let me know. I'm ready. But I'm honored to take on Matt Ashity. I mean, he's no slouch, and this is going to be a fun time and a fun match, and hope you all enjoyed it.
Yep. And we have a Patreon you guys can check out. Help fuel the party, feed the party, keep the party going. Head over there because we've got a lot of big things coming up. Not just Collider and the Schmoedown, but we have
D23 in July. That will be exciting. We are going. I can't wait. They have the schedule up on the website, and I'm just like checking it every day. I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just really excited.
6 weeks away now.
Yeah, we're almost there. So thank you guys for watching our reaction, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye. Bye.